Okay. I am hoping that we're good. Okay. All right. So do this real quick. Okay. All right. Where'd it go? Oh, that's right. Okay. Welcome. Hello, Miriam. Welcome. Glad to be back. So, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the weekly reaction to UnOrdinary, brought to you by FASTPASS. Sorry for the delay. Welcome back, Extended Universe. Glad to see you here, buddy. Guys, hope you guys are doing well. Decided to get started a lot earlier than normal since, we have 2 chapters to cover today. One being episode 260. And then once episode 261 releases, we can cover that as well. Anyway, so yeah. So I had some stuff to take care of last week. Nothing too crazy. Don't worry about it. But yeah, I couldn't react last week. I had to take a trip back home real quick. But yeah. So I have not even seen anything about episode 260 yet. I am fresh, have no idea what's happening. But, Miriam, right now I'm inclined to agree with you that Terrence must die indeed. So, real quick recap before we jump into things. And also, as per usual, we got mail this month, guys. We got the Queens. Spoiler alert, we got the Queens this time. Anyway, but yeah. So, little quick recap of what happened back in episode 259. Completely leaves off where episode 258 left, where John kind of warning everyone, like, someone grab Terrence quick, but, he bounces. Everyone's been dampened and everything. As soon as everyone is kind of like, whoa, that was weird. Like, what was that? John, he lashes out at Ison a little bit, like, Ison, you had one freaking job. Like, you just had to keep an eye on Terrence. Like, you couldn't even do that. And Ison was like, dude, like, what do you want from me? I was trying my best. So yeah. Blake just kind of told him to calm down. And he said, like, Ison, and Blake told him, like, Ison, like, activate your ability, scan the area. Like, we got to find Terrence ASAP. And Ison did it. He activated his ability, but he realized he could only sense in his immediate area. And he was just kind of like, yo, something's up. And then he asked John, like, John, is this the dampener? And John told him, like, yeah, our levels are dropped by half right now. And Blake was kind of like, dude, how are you kidding me? Anyway, John then brought up to himself, I can't passively sense any abilities either, but if I power up, then I could. So yeah, so John needs to get his ability activated in order to, sense some abilities around him. I don't know if his range, I don't think he's going to have the range he has when, when he's a god tier without the dampening. But I definitely do think his range would be larger than Ison. Ooh, I'm going to be for sure, Miriam, I guess. Anyway, so John kind of like started to get everyone together, like, Ison, like, what's your range? Like, how can I, like, how far can you detect? And I was kind of like, if we all huddle together, I should be able to cover anyone. Or no, he said I might be able to sense if someone sneaks up on us. And so everyone was kind of like, Blake was kind of like, everyone huddle together, like, we gotta move. And everyone was kind of like, what about Terrence, like, our friend? He was just kind of like, yo, fuck Terrence. Like, we'll explain later, but, like, fuck Terrence. Like, we don't care about him anymore. He's dead to us. Anyway, so while everyone was heading back, they were all fairly clumped together, but Evie and Dylan were a little bit out of Ison's range. Get back to that later. But we got a little more insight onto John's ability. John had mentioned internally to himself that the last time he was dampened back at his apartment raid, he mentioned that it took almost everything out of him to copy 2 abilities, and he had no aura left to amp one up either. But he did mention that back when he was an elite tier, he could only copy and amp a single ability. So John has choices. I don't think we really saw if he chose to amp up Blake's ability, because we saw that he used it later in the episode, but we didn't really see much else. Anyway, John clearly, thinking of his times as well back when he was using his ability, but he kind of told himself like, no, I can't think about that right now. And Ison, as everyone was continuing to move along, Ison was kind of, just keeping everything in check. But like I mentioned, Evie and Dylan were out of his range, and unfortunately they got snuck up on, and 2 of the Spectre goons kind of like grabbed them and had knives to their throats and everything, and just kind of told everyone like basically what they told John back then, like, yo, depower right now. And after that, John kind of snapped back at Ison like, are you, like, how fucking useless are you? Why didn't you say something? And Ison kind of had enough. Like, once again, credit where credit is due for Ison. He stood up to John. It was just kind of like, hey, you can sense abilities too, so why don't you do something instead of blaming me? Use your own power. And John, being the champ that he is, like, knowing that he needs to grow, John told himself like Ison's right, like, I should not be yelling at him myself. Like, if I had activated my ability, I would have seen those guys coming. And he even like reflects like, I'm still lashing out at people. Blake tells people like, hey, let them go. And Spectre goons, they're kind of like, nah, kid, you're in no position to argue. And there was blood coming from Evie's throat and Dylan's throat. Anyway, John, still thinking about all the times that like he messed up in the past, basically told himself like, I can't dwell on this anymore. I had to stop thinking about that. I need to focus. And he said, right now Blake and Ison are mid tiers and the rest of the safe house members are pretty much abilityless. And he said like he was the only one who could get all of them out of here. And he remembered all the times William, Blake, and Sarah kind of like talked to him about his ability and stuff. And he said, I made a promise, so enough hiding. And he told Blake, hey, we're going to rush him. Like, just wait for an opening. I'm going to cover you. And Blake's kind of like, shit. Hope he knows what he's doing. So John kind of like stood down, and like Blake and Ison followed suit. More Spectre guys showed up because the guys kind of like, hey, we got some people over here, so come on. Anyway, so after like they were all down and like the guys were settling in on them, Abby kind of like, no, like you have to fight, like come on, let go, or like fight back, don't worry about us. And the 2 guys who had Dylan and Evie hostage kind of like let their guard down, and then John was like, yo, and Blake was like, yo, now. And John and Blake like rushed them while John covered his back, ability activated and all, and would like just shot out 2 beams from his fingers, and just kind of like pew. And Blake rushed them, got the 2 guys off of Dylan and Evie. Meanwhile, Blake kind of attacked one of the guys who were sneaking back from behind them, and that's where we left off. And then Blake ended off the chapter with, can't be too careful around these assholes. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get right into episode 260, because episode 261 is going to come out pretty soon, I'm hoping. So here we go. Oh, we're back with the Spectre guys. So we're back with Agent Rowden and co. So Rowden's on the floor, just fetal position, just kind of like Tex like just and Telepath's like ooh. So Tex getting on up like just coughing up blood. She pulls out her phone and it's just like, this is Team Rowden. We lost track of Asset 47. She's on her way to Rowden Hill as we speak. There might be a few others joining her there. Understood. Your efforts are appreciated. We'll take it from here. No! They were in on it! Ah, Team Rowden, how could you? I believed in you guys. She just hangs up like, and she kind of looks at her like, Rowden? Are you all right? And like Rowden's kind of shaking on the ground still, and he gets up like, what the hell got into her? I'm not sure. She's gone rogue. Wait. Great. How do I explain this to the higher-ups? Wait, was Tech in on it? Was Tech in on this? What? Okay, so 10:50 a.m. So Sarah's almost there, hopefully. So she's just in the van. She is just booking it. She is breaking so many laws. She's just like, time of arrival. Oh, time of arrival isn't for another 30 minutes. Spectre, I swear, if anything happens up there, I'll make you pay. UnOrdinary episode 260. Okay. Traffic jam. Are you kidding me? Traffic jam. So everyone's just kind of like, and everyone's just, excuse me, sir. We've been stuck in the same spot for almost 15 minutes now. Is there any way you can get us there faster? And he's kind of like, ma'am, I'm doing what I can, but I don't control traffic. Oh, hell yeah. And Remy just kind of just bites her thumb too. Classic anime tropes. Will they be able to handle it up there? A dampener that drops in ability levels by half. Plus the members won't be able to defend themselves. What if we don't make it in time? And Remy's just kind of like, hey, let's make a run for it. And I was just like, what? I'm not fast. I'm a defense ability. Get out of the car. And I was just kind of like, and just kind of honk and like, boom. And they get out and they just get, they're out of the car now. And they're just like, and I was just ... Okay. Now what? We have no idea how long this traffic will last. At this rate, we'll be way too late. And I was kind of, so, what the fuck? Remy just manhandles Arlo and picks him up. So I'll bring us there instead. And I was kind of like, just put me down. This is hilarious. Oh my god. That is hilarious. No, we're barely halfway. You'll wear yourself out before we even get there. So what? Should we sit around and let them fend for themselves? And I was just ... Just take out your phone and tell me where to go. I'll handle the rest. Doom, and Remy just jolts off way ahead of this traffic jam, and the guy's just like ... I hope he got paid. I hope this guy got paid. So, Rowden Hill, 10:55. So, Blake's got Evie and Dylan behind him, facing off against those two. Blake and John got the other three. Oh, they're in color now. And I just, everyone watch your backs. Can't be too careful around these assholes. All right, so who do we got? So we got like mauve hair, mint hair, and like blonde hair. So Ison just got little tiny ability stats, and John's just behind him. And purple hair, that Blake attack, just ugh. And Blake's just, you two group up with the others. And Evie's just, okay. And you know, Blake, he got pretty good stats. He got pretty good. He's level 2. We got 2 beams. And Blake's just, we'll take care of things. And there's an orange beam and a blue beam. And a yellow beam. And just kind of like, and one of the safe house kids just like, They get him right in the leg. Oh, and they chip Blake's shoulder. He's like, they have snipers? And purple hair sneaks up behind him. He goes for Blake and slashes at him, gets him right in the chin. Blake just, and Blake prepares a beam. So this is Spectre. How many of them are there? And he puts his hand right on the purple hairs and just goes, boom. Oh, but that didn't do enough. That didn't do a lot. Purple's just, and Dill's just like, Blake. I was like, they've got people shooting at us. Everyone head for cover. And Blake, Ison and John are just on their own now. And so the guys with the knives rush him like, and I was just, hold on, they're fast. And they swipe Blake, Ison, get him right in the chest. Like, this stupid dampener is really slowing me down. And so the guy with like reddish hair kind of like got him, and Blythe just like delivers a shot back at him right in the head, like gripping his side. And then blonde hair swipes, but Ison catches it in time and is just like, and like barely cuts his hair, and like Blythe just like, holy shit! And John goes in and punches him, has Ison's back, and Ison just ... And John just, take everyone and head for the trees. And Ison just nods. This way, everyone! Hurry! And they shoot more beams. This time they get one of the girls. Yellow beam gets one of the girls in the lake too. No! Blue beam gets Evie! And he's just like, ah! And she falls to the ground. And Roland's just like, Evie! Get on my back! I'll carry you! And so Roland just gets her up. And she's like, ugh. And Dylan still got that blood on his neck. So Ison's helping out the others. And it's just Blythe and John. Is that everyone? And John sees the blue beam coming. She's like, ugh. Yeah, let's get the fuck out of here. So Rowden Hill, 11:02 a.m. Terrence, you son of a bitch. So it seems like Terrence was affected because Terrence is just by himself, kind of like sipping on something. He's just like, why? Yo, this boy is so small. So it's I think it's the guys he was with. No, these are different guys. Are these different guys? I think these might be different guys, aside from like one of them. Anyway, so how do you feel? And Terrence's just like, not sure. I didn't know we had a way to negate the dampener's effects. And this guy with like lime hair is kind of like, it's a new development. The new chemist finalized it a few days ago. This will be our first time using it on an assignment. And Terrence's just like, oh? Well, if things go according to plan, then this will be very helpful for us in the future. Terrence, you smug little prick. And he's got a needle. That son of a bitch. How are we doing with our targets so far? And you're not. So Terrence is like holding up that needle, and like Greenhair's looking at him. Is Terrence like threatening this guy? Things are going well. They're wounded and seeking cover. Good. Let's move out then. They should be worn down by the time we get to them. Terrence, you don't know shit about John Doe, you little bitch. 11:05 a.m. So, Blythe, Ison, and John are hiding behind the trees. So are the rest of them. Evie's on the floor, bleeding. She's like, ugh. And Roland's just hanging there. And John just looks over at them, ... Those guys are just camping us. They won't attack us because they know we can stand our ground. But we can't go anywhere because they have snipers. And half of us aren't able to move. Sniper shoots out at Ison but misses him, hits the tree that he's standing on. I can't see it as precisely as before, but... Oh, that's cool. So Ison still has a fairly good range, it seems, if he knows where it's coming from. Because there's a slightly faded out target in one of the trees above him. Pretty sure that shot came from over there. Like, just, damn it. Can't just wait around like this. They're gonna chip us down. The only way to get out of here is to fight through them. And yellow sniper comes at Blythe, just barely misses him. Like, oh shit, that was close. If we want any chance, we'll need to start by taking down those snipers. Ison just, I've been watching. There's two of them, positioned at the top of those trees. And they haven't really been moving around. Maybe we can snipe them back. And Blythe's just, problem is, my shots are too weak. I don't know if I could reach that far. And John just, then I'll do it. Did you see where they came from? Did you see where they shot from? No, I only have enough ore for an amped energy beam. With that, I should be able to shoot far enough, but my eyes aren't any faster. So John's got slightly better than stats than Blythe, but he's got pretty high tricks still. And Ison's just, then I'll aim for you. So, Yeah, those were different guys that were with Terrence. So Black's just keeping an eye back. ... Colonel Beam. I'll provide cover fire and distract Spectre while John and Ison are focusing. He's getting his small beam out. And he just tosses out 2 beams. All right, go! And John charging up the beam. And Ison just kind of guiding him and everything. Like, guiding him like, now! And John just goes, sends it out at the tree, just boom. John just, did we get him? Not quite. Yellow. And John just gets him right in the side. Ugh. Fuck. UnOrdinary episode 260 end. Oh man. Or maybe wait. I think where Ison aimed. No, that was where they aimed because like that shot came directly from John. Okay, so it seems like they didn't get him, unfortunately. So here we go. Let's get straight in episode 261, guys. Here we go. Rowden Hill, 11:10 a.m. They made it! And I'm just, you're heavy. And I just arms hold the seal. I don't know what you expected. You should take a breather before we head up. Used up too much. No, I'm fine. The quicker we get up there, the quicker we can guarantee everyone's safety. So Remy's a little tired out. She's been using her ability for a very long time. Arlo, he should be maxed up still. So they head up. UnOrdinary episode 261. So they're walking up and everything. And they see John's shot hit the tree. Just boom. And we're just, that's gotta be them. Fuck! Dampener scope. Hits Remy and Arlo. And they're just like, and Remy's just, what was that? And Arlo just, we might have just had our abilities cut. Be careful. Get ready to defend yourself. And we're just, so they're walking still, just boom. And we got 2 more Spectre goons. We got a girl with purple hair and a ponytail. And then just brunette with some weird dumb haircut. Like, are you Spectre? What have you done to our friends? Yo, these eyes though, they look kind of bad. Hold up. They look pretty cool actually. I'd be more worried about myself if I were you. We got rustling from the grass. It's a 4-on-2. It's a 4-on-2. Yeah, I definitely think it's a device solo. It's got to be a device. So now we got light purple hair and we got some teal hair. Remember, just ... Activate their ability. They were ready for us? That's right, because Tech warned them. So, ripping up the shirt. Who's ripping up the shirt? Oh, Roland shirt. So, Roland ties up Evie's ankle. Like, there. That should help with the bleeding. I'm gonna tend to the others. And Evie's crying. No! Not our precious Evie. Just like, I don't get it. Wasn't this supposed to just be a hike? Why did we even get attacked like this? Oh, she's crying. No. And Dylan's starting to tear up. What did we do? Why are people shooting at us? And the other kids are kind of like, and everyone else is crying like, the girl who got shot like, I want to go home. Like Ison, even John got hurt. How are we going to get out of here? And Dylan's just kind of like, and Evie's crying. No, not Evie. So John's got hit like, and he's just like, are you okay? And John's, I'm pretty sure we hit him. Only one shot back this time. Ison, did you spot where it came from? Yeah, but they probably moved by now. Shit. And he's shaking a little as he stands. And I just, what should we do? They've regrouped from earlier. Let's charge them. We can beat them even with the sniper on the loose. Blake's just, that should buy us some time. Once they're down, we can get somewhere with a signal and call for help. And John just nods at Blake. So, they go out and face them. All right. On my signal. And we just kind of and we just, guys, watch out! And John, we got a green sniper this time. Bang! Wait. Who had those shorts? Ison. Ison falls to his knees. And right in his other side. And blood starts spraying out. And Blake's just, Ison! And he's... And John looks over and just sees a woman. It was one of the ones with them now. And just like, how many of them are there? All right. Now we're back with Remy and Arlo. And Spectre coming at them with knives. Arlo activates his berry and just... So smug. What do you have up your sleeve? And Arlo got the half stats now. And she's got like some kind of shockwave step or something. So she like kicks to the side and it unleashes like a shockwave. Like a purple shockwave of some sort that like kind of arcs to him. And she's strong. And I'm just, Arlo? I'm spread too thin. I'm going to take down my barrier. Make sure you watch your back. And Remy's just like, ugh. Remy got the half stats. Okay, so Arlo is 3.1. Remy is... I believe Remy is a 2.5? No, sorry, a 5.5. So she should be... Or is Remy a 5.4? I don't know. We'll get back to that. Anyway. So, they dash at Remy with the knives. And they get her right in, they cut her right in the arm. She's like, ugh! I should still be able to outspeed these guys. So Purple Hair goes for a knife at her and goes to cut her. And grabs him and electrocutes him like, ugh! And then she just kind of reaches back with her other arm and gets at the guy who swipes her. And she zaps them just like, ugh, ugh. So Purple Hair just kind of like punches back at him. She's like, huh? Dodges out of the way. Wait a minute. So he punched at Remy, but a little bit of his aura is still at her. And they jump back. And she's like, they're standing still. Oh, they're still standing. I thought I put enough voltage to knock them out. This dampener is no joke. So now we're back with Arlo and the other lady and just ... That's right. It makes sense for Spectre to have a handful of strong fighters to deal with high tiers who won't go down easily. So he activates his Captain America shield again. It's kind of like he moves it around to like block her shots and everything. Question is, how many more are waiting to come out? And one of them sneaks up behind Arlo with the knife and he's just like, ugh. And he touches Arlo. He grabs Arlo's arm. And then he reaches it up. He goes to swing with the knife. Yo, let's go, Arlo. Arlo ain't no punk, bitch. Arlo's been learning from John, boys. 3.1 and 2.7. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Spiritual. Arlo's been learning from John because the guy grabs Arlo's arm. Arlo grabs the other guy's hand that's got the knife, and he just, like, knocks it over and just knees this guy. Arlo's been taking notes, boys. Knocks the guy back, and he just slides. Something about that exchange was strange. My arm's tingling. I know this guy touched Arlo for a reason. Same thing. Little bit of aura still on from the other guy, still on Arlo, and she's like, pfft. And they're just kind of like, ugh. And he's falling dizzy, falling unconscious. What is this? I'm feeling drowsy. And the purple girl's other attack. And he blocks it just in time, but he falls to the floor. And we're just like, and Remy now, we're back with Remy. She's like, if it wasn't enough, then I'll just have to go higher. And she charges her lightning again and zaps them one more time. Just, Arlo, What are you doing? Get up! And Remy just, don't let the blonde one touch you. I'm feeling weaker. And Remy just, hey, don't fall asleep on me. Hang in there. And Remy just, what should I do? I can't take on all four of them like this. All right. Now we're back with John and Blake. No. So, they got a 4-on-2. And John just, these fuckers. Spectre. An organization with the goal to restructure society. To one that doesn't just favor the most powerful people. My ass. And everyone's crying. Oh, we're back with everyone crying. No. And Dylan's just kind of like, ugh. And Ison's down on his knees. What kind of bullshit organization is this? Takes advantage of a field trip? John's clenching his fist. What kind of bullshit fucking organization shoots out a bunch of innocent kids? John's getting mad. Just gritting his teeth. Ugh. And Blake notices it. You wanna fuck with us? I'll send all you fuckers to hell! No, John, come on. So he charges up, launches himself straight at them. And one guy with blue hair and green eyes just kind of like, ugh. He goes to punch him and John just kind of like, ... Gets him with the parry. Parries him. John just goes, boom! Knocks him straight down. And John just, ugh. And Blake's just kind of, ... Ison, hey, can you stand? I need you to watch the club while I defend the back end. And Ice just kind of, yeah. And blood's dripping from him. And he stands back up. And Blake looks over like, sounds like backup's here. Let's move. And they rush it. They rush. And Blake's just kind of like, here they come. And he takes out one of the blonde guys. John takes out purple hair. Boom. John's just like, fuck off. And episode 261 ends. Someone's losing their ability. Someone's losing their ability. Terrence got the needle. What if? Okay. With Spectre and with everything happening, we keep having to play the guessing game on where things are going to go next. So here's what Terrence has got the needle. What if he's going to use the needle on Sarah? He holds the needle. Everyone does not win their fights. Spectre just kind of gets everyone together. And Terrence, when Sarah arrives finally, Terrence just waiting for Sarah. It's just like, all right, here's how I was going to play. We're taking away your ability again. And I don't know. But someone is losing their ability. Someone is losing their ability, or someone is going to be very close to losing their ability. And yeah, Terrence, like I said before, guys, Terrence cannot go back to school. No matter what the fuck happens next, Terrence cannot go back to school. He cannot still be a student at Wellston. He can't. After this shit, all 6 students know some fuck shit is up with Terrence. They know they were attacked today. Safe House probably isn't gonna be around anymore now that I think about that too. Safe House might be biting the bullet too on this one, unfortunately. You know what, Solo? Okay, for story purposes, for in-universe canon story purposes, because none of them give a shit about the Safe House. They don't. Ventus and Melee are just lackeys. They don't actually care. I don't think they've even like really been to safe house stuff either. Yeah, like, you know, they signed up originally and stuff. Like, they said like they were going to do it, but like I don't think they've actually done much with the safe house. But yeah, Ventus and Melee, they don't give a shit about the safe house. Like that's yeah, like they don't care. They're slackies. Holden is Arlo's friend. Holden also, like, here's the thing about Holden. Holden just also kind of really had no obligation to the safe house. He kind of just told Remy, like, hey, yeah, sure, like, if you want, I'll help, I guess. But, like, Terrence also kind of, or Holden just also kind of doesn't really, I think Holden is kind of content with the status quo because he's the king of the schools, or he's Arlo's best friend. Like, or he's Arlo's friend. Like, I think Holden is fairly content. But yeah, backup would have been nice. But seeing Evie and everyone cry was just so heartbreaking. Queen Evie. Terrence is gonna jab John only to find that the drug has no effect on John, then breaks his jaw. I mean, that'd be nice, but at the same time, like, I don't think that's gonna happen. Like I said before, like I said with my theory, guys. Let me find it. Here we go. Or actually, I'll just pull it up. I'll just pull it up here. We know who's losing their ability, though, guys. We know who's losing their ability. I brought this up before. Oh, hey, I still have it right here. We know who's losing their ability. Person losing their ability. Right there. Suspect numero uno. It's Aizen. Why? Aizen's the only one who's not doing anything with his ability. I mean, of course, there's also, like, John. Like, John's not really... Like, come on. Uru is not going to take away John's ability the moment she, like, brings up, hey, John is finally going to start coming to terms with his ability. She's not going to do that. If you do that, Uru, that's going to be fucking bullshit. But I digress. Like, Sarah, she got the gears. Arlo got the barrier. Remy got the lightning. Aizen, Blight got the beams. Aizen's not doing shit. Aizen is just the guy in the chair. So... It's gonna be him, unfortunately. It's gonna be Aizen. It has to be Aizen. But yeah. But like I said, there could also be the possibility of, like, Terrence using the syringe as leverage over Sarah, but I don't think Uru's gonna put Sarah through that again. So it's probably gonna be Aizen. And Aizen doesn't want to do what everyone else is doing. Aizen just wants to, like, kick back and chill. But, like, and, like, that's fine. Like, I think Aizen is the person who would be the most content with losing his ability. But yeah, that's just me though. But oh man. Okay. So got an opening. We got Patreon print for the month of... Is this last month's? I think this is last month. I think this is April. Unless it's not. Whatever month this is, you know, I got it now. It actually came last week, but I wasn't here. So yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. That is correct, Aiden. Like, we do actually get to see, like, the Spectre goons, like, in color now. So that's cool. I don't think they're going to be, like, important at all whatsoever in the future. But it's nice to see Uru adding some, like, faces to some of these characters. And also, I wonder, like, if some of these guys are repeats. Because I don't think we've seen a teleport or, like a phantom step ability yet among these Spectre guys. Kind of like one of the guys who had but we did have the guy who snuck up on Dylan and Evie. We did have him. All right, so here we got it. Here we got it, guys. The queens of Wellston. The most important female characters in the story. The only female characters who matter, you know. Remy and Sarah, perfect. Amazing job, Uru. The only girls who matter. No one else here really of importance, you know. But yeah, the only queens that matter. And they look great. This print is really nice. It doesn't have the glitter effect that Uru normally puts on, but it still looks nice. I also love how, like, in this print, for the King's print, let me pull it up. Oh, this one didn't have it either. I thought it did. Anyway, for this print, they're all in the same spot. Like, they're all, like, this is all from the same story arc. And they're all outfits that they wore the same day. So, like, also relatively from the same chapters, kind of. I think Blake is the only one that's from a different chapter. But, you know, same story arc, same outfits and everything, you know. Unity. Uniformity. These are... They're all just in their school uniforms, and, like, all these outfits are just, like, random ones that they wear. And there's, like... This one has to be from Sarah's fight with John. This has to also be a fight with John. This isn't when John fought the Royals. This is not when John fought the Royals. She would have had the face paint. This might be when John was attacking... Okay, so these two actually probably are from the same story arc, because these are from the final confrontation from John before he did the indefinite suspension. I don't think this is an actual shot for a chapter for Cecile. I don't think this definitely could be. This definitely could be like an actual shot of Cecile, but I don't think it is. Yeah, I don't think it is. I'm like 80% positive that it's not. If it is, like, I could be wrong. It could definitely be, like, someone in the comments could probably be like, oh, actually, yeah, that's episode such and such. But, like, Cecile using her ability has never looked this cool. Like, she has never had any sort of sauce. Whenever she tries to use her ability, it just ends with her getting her. Whenever she, like, we see her actually activate her ability, it just ends with her getting her shit kicked. Or, in John's case, almost killed. But, regardless, thanks, Uru, for the print. Really nice. I'm looking forward to the next print. Like I said, we need the Jax print. So we just need Blake, Cecile, and Ison. We need the Jax. So Blake and Cecile are the only ones who are, like, on two prints. But we need the Jax. Ison doesn't. I'm gonna say right now, Ison has been doing better a lot these past few lately. But you know, Ison does not deserve his own print. He does not, unfortunately. But yeah, I really like Sarah's outfit, actually. I don't know what it's her sweater. I really like her sweater jacket thing. It just adds so much sauce. And she's got the one shoulder just because she don't give a fuck. She does that with her uniform all the time. I really like this outfit for Sarah. Any outfit for Sarah really is always really cool. Remy's just so cute, pure and innocent. And still just kind of like, she's trying, but she also just doesn't give a fuck. But yeah. And Sarah got the combat boots too. Are those steel toes? Uru, are those steel toes? Those better be steel toes. Give Sarah some steel toe boots, add some extra kick or some extra force to her kicks. That's dope. But Sarah always got sauce when it comes to outfits. So yeah, just put that in this one. Okay. Question of the day. Oh, wait. Solo, I didn't even think of that. No. No, he fucking didn't. No, he fucking didn't. I swear to God. I swear to God. Don't fucking do this. Don't fucking do this. Doc, you son of a bitch. How could you? How could you, Doc? No. Uru, please don't make Doc a villain. No. Okay. Doc is the... That actually makes a lot of sense because Doc got really good at making serums for recovery. Because he had a lot of practice with John. And also, if I remember correctly, he was trying to look into how to fix Sarah. He was looking into seeing what could be done for her. So it actually makes a lot of sense that it would be Doc. So that's the okay. No, guys, Doc is not a villain. He is not going to be a villain. Doc cares too much about this group of students. He cares too much about John. I don't care what he says. Doc cares so much about John. That's true. That's true, Aiden. He definitely had that. But Doc's not a bad guy. Doc's not a bad guy. Doc is going to find out what happened. Layla's going to tell him about what happened. Doc is going to start making the dampener cure. Serum. What the fuck did Terrence call it? The dampener negatum. Wait, what? What? Hold up. Uru just took something out. Uru just took something out. Uru just took something out. Hold the fuck up. Hold the fuck up. Hold the fuck up. Hold the fuck up. Uru, what do you think you're doing? What do you think? Guys, we got a sneak peek of some kind. But I might have missed it. I might have missed it. Hold up. Okay, so boom, 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 boom. Okay. So let me show you guys what I'm talking about. Because Uru just posted this on Twitter. Let me just make sure. Okay. I should be able to share this. Okay. Phew, new episode up. I accidentally sent in the wrong endings, so some FastPassers got a sneak peek. So I'm trying to see if I got the sneak peek in time since I read the chapter a little bit. Okay. Hold up. So Arlo negated. So John sending them to hell, that was part. We made it just in time, guys. We made it just in time. The chapter now ends at John punching Blue Hair and not. So we know that John knocks him back. But that's where the chapter ends. It ends with John telling Spectre, like, I'm sending you fuckers to hell. Rushes them with the beams. Takes out Blue Hair, Green Eyes. He punches them. That's where the chapter ends now. But we know what's happening. Sorry, Uru. I'm not taking that out. We're leaving that in. We're leaving that in. Just like the alternate universe where John needed an extra day to decide if he was going to stay in New Boston or go back to Wellston. I'm sorry, Uru. That's staying. I can't. I need to Uru got exposed. Love it. I love it. But yeah, guys, I told you guys, I'm sponsored by Uru-chan. I'm sponsored by Webtoons. I got the sneak peek, guys. I told you I'm sponsored. Don't even worry about it. Anyway, it's always fun. It's always fun. This is the second time that I've caught an ending to a chapter needing to be changed. There's definitely been like a few times that I've caught where like Uru has made some like grammatical corrections and everything, or like, you know, some other things, little things other in the chapter itself other than the ending have needed to be switched. But this is the second time that I have found Uru messed up, and she kind of is just like, oh, my bad, sorry. Solo, I want to know these abilities so bad. I want to know like shock step kick girl, like, or whatever. Her ability, like the way it looks kind of looks like how like sound waves and stuff, or like whenever like shows do like cheesy guitar effects and like, you know, they're like spikes everywhere and everything. That's what it looked like to me. So like if her ability is something like reverb kick or whatever, that would be dope as fuck. Actually, let me check back on that kick. Were there any like onomatopoeias that she was using? No, it was just crack. So I'm pretty sure it is just like kind of some kind of like shockwave wave that she does. But yeah, Arlo is down and Remy is kind of like shit. Hold up. The last The last time that we got, because Sarah was half an hour away from when she, is Sarah going to be there in 10 minutes? Crap, there's no more time. Okay, I think Sarah is pretty close. To catching up with everyone. But yo, hold up. Shout out. Okay. If Uru is about to flip us, because I didn't want to bring this up. Maybe I did. I didn't want to, but Dylan was looking like he was about to do something. Everyone else was crying. He was tearing up a little bit, but he wasn't crying himself. But when he was looking at everyone like crying and like, you know, freaking out about over what this traumatic experience that's happening to them, he was kind of like, he had a face. He had a face that he was like, I'm gonna try something. And so, if Uru is about to be like, guys, you've been waiting for it, but level 4 or rank 9, that's Dylan. Dylan at a level 2, that's not much, but you know, they need as much help as they get. And Dylan's about to be like, hey, John, let me back you up. This is my ability. I can do this. Like, I wouldn't mind that one bit. I would not mind one bit that it ends up being Dylan. But, because like, we don't know anything about Dylan. We know that he's weaker than Zeke. Well, a bit weaker than Zeke. We know that. But yo, if Dylan's about to pull something, I wouldn't mind that one bit. I would not mind that one bit. Question of the day. Who do y'all think is losing their ability? Oh, wait, shit, that's right. Doc. I was going to talk about that. So, Doc's not a villain. He is not a villain. Doc is still going to be on the side of good. He's going to figure out what's happened. Layla is going to tell him everything because Sarah's going to tell Layla, obviously. And Doc's going to be like, whoa, are you fucking kidding me? Like, yo, they fucked with my students. And he's like, yo, fuck these guys. Let's go. And he's going to start making dampener negators for everyone. And so when it finally comes time for the 6, or the 5, if Ison does end up losing his ability, when it comes time for them to fight Spectre, because I said before, I was talking about this with Ty, when it comes time for like them to do like their one-on-one fights with like the board members of Spectre or like the leaders of Spectre, whoever they may be, they're clearly going to be like, oh, we have the dampener, you're fucked now. And it's just like, pew! And then all 5 of them, all 6 of them are just going to be like, haha, we had an inside man. We have the negator right here. And just, boom. And that's another thing too. Remy and Arlo have been dampened well after John, Blake, and Ison. So John, Blake, and Ison's ability might be coming back sooner than Remy and Arlo. So hopefully that happens before anything happened. Like, they're kind of like, yo, we've been at this, because they've been going at it for like out for I think 40 minutes right now. I'm gonna check the timestamps, and I'm gonna check the timestamps on everything because I have a lot of review and discussions to cover. So episode 259 to 261, that's just gonna be an entire freakishly long review and discussion since I owe you guys 3 at this point. But yeah, Doc taking a look at Jane, making a connection based off of John with the eyes. Definitely could. But yeah, so yeah, question of the day, guys. Of the 6, who do you think is going to lose their ability? Like I said, I think it's gonna be Ison, if anyone. I think it's gonna be Ison. There's also potential for it to be Sarah because Terrence, being a sneaky little bitch. But I think it's going to be Ison, just based solely on that bullshit reason I gave you guys before. But yeah, I think it's going to be Ison. I think Ison stands to lose his ability the most here. But who knows? Anyway, guys, that's going to be it for tonight. Oh man. Things are wrapping up. Uru, thanks for the fast pass in the fast pass. We got the sneak peek, guys. We got the sneak peek. And I'm glad I decided, cuz honestly, I was debating like, maybe I should just start at 7 as normal, read the 2 chapters. But I was like, no, I have a chapter. The discussion will take me a little bit too. And, I can pump out episode 260 before 261 comes out. So I'm glad I did. I'm glad I chose to start earlier like I did. But yeah, that's going to be it for tonight, guys. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I certainly had a blasty blast. And I cannot wait for next week. And there should be no delays. This time. So yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. And as per our usual,